A Chattanooga man on death row convicted of murdering a Hamilton County deputy nearly 15 years ago was back in court today arguing for a new trial.
News Channel 9's Drew Balea spoke with attorneys on both sides of Marlon Kiser's case. They explained his last effort to overturn the ruling.
This was the fourth post-conviction hearing for Marlon Kiser, who's trying to prove that his previous attorneys were incompetent.
I guess unbelievable overall.
Hamilton County District Attorney Neil Pinkston says he doesn't anticipate Kiser's case going much further.
Overall, nothing really new that shows that his rights were violated.
This is nearing the last attempt for Marlon Kiser to overturn a 2003 death sentence for the murder of Hamilton County Deputy Donald Bond. Kiser argues that it was his friend and roommate at the time, Mike Chattin, who ambushed and gunned down Bond. Chattin has since died. Kiser says his previous representation missed some things that would prove his innocence.
An innocent man was sentenced to death, and we have been fighting tirelessly to undo that injustice.
Luke Evans is now representing Kiser. He says there is new evidence that may shed a different light on that day 14 years ago.
There was other identifiable fingerprints that were at the scene that we've asked the state to run in order to hopefully establish who those prints belong to at this time.
That new evidence will be argued next month. Meanwhile, Pinkston says with little evidence to prove Kiser's rights were violated, he's satisfied with the case that's been presented. It's a differing view than that of Kiser's new attorney.
It would just be unjust to hold a death sentence over a man's head based on what, at least at a minimum, what we've brought out in this hearing.
Despite spending the last 14 years in prison, Marlon Kiser smiled and said "I love you" to his family as he walked out of the courtroom. In Chattanooga, Drew Balea, News Channel 9.
Judge Don Poole will make the final decision about Kiser's case. That decision will not come down for several months. Depend on us to keep you updated.